Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Well, back foot throw there is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
The Ravens at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
You look at this Steeler defense,
currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
To throw is Howard. Off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 64 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Howard. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw. Howard.
Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win-one for the giver speech. I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. These two teams all tied after one.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Headed straight is Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's taken down at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a first down.
To throw is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
41-yard line.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson now. McKinnon here is complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern. Scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 20, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's a short one there, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Howard now. Off play action. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Howard. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And they're on 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 20.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup. About 3.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. Now inside the 25.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
His 11th touchdown of the year.
and the Ravens are back within a score.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Howard. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Howard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
For a first down screen pass, good for 5.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Howard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats,
it's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
and the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping it.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2.
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Shedding the tackle. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 9-yard line.
Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
180. Come on. 180.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Howard. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Howard. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. It will be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Howard. From the gun, he'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point in the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
180.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
180.
Jackson. Jackson going to keep it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging and blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Jackson going to keep it.
And he'll be out right at the 35. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Y'all gotta talk about taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody low power ranger.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
What?
Throwing, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will manage to get out of bounds here with the first down as they stop it with 27 seconds.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, Howard.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
180.
One last shot for Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Pittsburgh, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell.